You were there in Def Jam when the nonsense started.
Yeah, I want to get to that.
Yeah, I want to.
I want to get to that.
Well, yeah. All right. So, what does Kevin Liles mean to the hip hop culture?
Kev means a lot. Kev is a stand-up dude. Period. I mean, if that footage that they put up recently of him, it didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me at all, because that's the kind of person Kevin is. I'm surprised Leor wasn't there, because Leor, regardless of what people say about him, Leor has never, ever fucking lied to me. Never. He will tell you straight to your motherfucker, he never lied to me. And he used to carry a little picture of DMX right here. This fresh part. Love X. What? Anyway. When I got up in there, everything was brand new to me. So, you know, running into certain people that were on the label, things of that nature, but I always felt welcome coming up there. So I used to come up there and I ain't even had shit to do. That's how I met Ja Rule way back with Nicky D, who used to sit right outside Leor's office. Right. Fast forward, me and Doc are bubbling now. Kevin Liles is coming up through the ranks. He put together something called the Month of the Man. Now, a lot of these tour dates, Biggie and Craig Mack were at, and they were touring. It was Big Mac, and they had this promotional piece that was in like this little, like a Big Mac package.
Big Mac burger.
Yeah, that shit.
The burger box.
Me and Red, Month of the Man. So a lot of these spots, Howard Homecoming, all these, we was there. So Notorious, y'all missed that. Y'all missed them facts. We was there at a lot of them shits. Anyway.
Right.
Kevin Liles put that whole shit together, and I guess since it was so successful, he had me and Red both went gold. You know, then he got us both together to do the show soundtrack, Julie Greenwald and all the other people up there. And that shit went platinum and whatever. All right, now everywhere Kevin goes, me and Red go. We like this, nigga, right there. This pocket, that pocket. Like, yeah, we right there and shit. And not like we forced, it was like we was his homies. And it's good to have an executive that loves you and you like you his buddy and shit, because we went to like, I can't even count how many Super Bowls I went to, All-Star weekends, and I ain't spent a fucking dime on any private jets. I ain't spent a fucking dime. Nothing. Okay, fast forward, we're at Blackout 2. It's a little different now. I believe Jay and them had been signed, and Jay had this aura about him when he came in the building and shit. He just felt like a fucking superstar. You know what I mean? And they accommodated him like that. Because like I said, Leor is a real motherfucker. It's like, he gonna tell you, he gonna keep it a buck with you.
Right.
So now we got a Rockefeller wing, because Jay and them getting ridiculous numbers. Hard Knock Life Tour, all that shit. Label getting paid, they eating lovely. Ja Rule, I believe Ja had his deal prior to that, but when we were on Hard Knock Life Tour as promo for himself, he would come out and do those songs with Jay. What was it?
Can I Get Her?
Can I Get Her? There you go. Shirt off every night. Ja was out there stunting and shit. Like, killing it too. Anyway, Murder Inc., they get their wing now. Now it's chaos up here. And not saying it's directly with these two guys being there now, but it kind of was, because now it's like, okay, there's a lot of mouths to feed. We got a lot of people here. Boom, X. I forgot X. How the fuck did I forget? X came in first. When X came in, I think everybody got a house. Shit, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm serious. X came in, it was a whirlwind, and it was like, nigga, when I met him, we were doing the 4-3-2-1 video shoot. And we didn't know who he was, because we hadn't heard the remix. We hadn't even heard the new beat that Eric put on it. Eric Sherman's good for that shit. You rhyme the one beat, next time you hear a whole different beat. He did that shit with Al Higher also.
Right.
So we show up to the joint, and this guy, we in like this little spot, because L don't fuck with the weed, none of that shit. You gotta go in a designated area, smoke your shit. This is King LL right here. Love you, Todd. You a fucking man. Real. Anyway, we in this room, we smoking, and this guy's in there. Got the hat on. He had exactly what he had on in the video and shit. You know, I was like, yo, you smoke? And that was always my opening line with niggas and shit, because I'm one of them niggas. I'm a stoner. That's what we do. Yeah. And I believe he rolled his own shit, and we always smoking, just chopping it up and shit. And I remember this because every time after that, like, when X blew the fuck up, and I've seen people blow up and then they get a little strange. And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you. They just ain't got time for your ass. X was never like that. And he would always bring up that time when me, and Red, broke bread with him with the weed and shit. Small gesture, but he didn't take it that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now X is in the building. Then came Jay, Rockefeller. Then Murder Inc. Now it's all these, you know, me and Red, we good. But now we got all these. These dudes is huge. So you can get lost in the shuffle, and you can't blame your label for that. It's up to you, really, from the gate to do your own self-promotion. Right. Your own fucking choices as far as your music and your rhymes and all. When that pen hit the paper, those are your choices. Right. They don't make them for you. All they can say is, well, we're not feeling that one. Or this is a lesson for y'all, by the way. When a label says, when you want to do a certain single, and the label is pushing for another single, but they let you get the single you want and shit, trust me, they are done with your ass. Finito with you. Don't do that. Let them get theirs. You'll have one after that. They'll give it to you, especially after it blows up, because I fought that All I Need shit. And
I fought it.
I fought it. I didn't want to put it out, because it was at a point now where when we were doing these shows and shit, Wu-Tang together, I would come out and be girls screaming. Now for me, it's like, I'm grimy. Same clothes 3 days in a row, nigga. I ain't trying to fucking, you know, I don't want to go to sex symbol. I'm saying, who want to go to sex symbol route at this point? Because it's
bro, you didn't understand what was going on?
I did understand. So
no, you didn't.
What? And I'm telling
you.
You
know how many chicks' cribs I went to back in the days as a teenager? Who did they have on the wall? And what's my big guy right, nigga?
Oh,
thank you.
You
gotta look like Methodman. Yes, I'm in there.
I appreciate it. Oh, even to this day. When you go on Power, the whole time, every Sunday, you flood the timeline.
I used to walk in the girls' cribs and be like, oh, damn, all y'all got that picture of Methodman? That shit is crazy.
The same one.
Dope, because when I was young, I used to have
the same one
with
the hat. The same picture.
Oh, wow.
Or the braids out.
Yeah.
I'm
and
saying,
the other side done.
I did the same shit, though, when I was young. I had pictures of New Edition on my wall, who I love, by the way. I had pictures of fucking Lisa.
Cult Jam.
Right? I had a picture of Ola Ray from the fucking Thriller video.
Right.
Love her.
Oh, my God.
But you became, for
I
the
get
women.
It.
You ended up on
I did
that.
that. But at that point in time, it was like, this is how I viewed it. All the guys that did the sex symbol shit lost their audience, which was the dudes co-signing and shit like that. Because dudes, you know, they playing the music. Chicks be like, I don't want to hear all that crazy, that shit. But they get exposed to it through their guys, whatever and shit. So for me, it was like, nigga, man, whatever and shit. whatever. Y'all go ahead with that shit over there. I'm going to drop this Bring the Pain. Drop the Bring the Pain on board, right? But it wasn't no big fucking song. It was nowhere near a big fucking song. But when I walked the club, it was like niggas backed up now. And I didn't even have a big crew with me. My closest nigga was this fucking fierce as shit though. But I'm saying, we 4 niggas. We walking the whole shit is part. Kind of shit. Then it got to a point where the All I Need joint drops. Now, before, the shows was packed, but it would be a bunch of fucking gangsters and shit all in the front, ready to vibe out and shit. And I jump in the crowd, I throw water, all that shit. After that All I Need dropped, nigga, it was a bunch of blonde-haired, silver, clothing wearing, like flooded, all chicks, man. And it gets to the point, because I'm one of these type niggas, it gets to the point where it's like, yeah, I did come to see the nigga. Only bitches in here yelling for that nigga for, man.
He got the pads for
really?
us.
Yeah, fuck that nigga. I hope he trip on stage and break his fucking neck. Fuck that nigga.
You was feeling the heat.
But this the shit I'm thinking in my head. They ain't necessarily feel that way, but this the shit I'm thinking in my head because I'm that type of nigga where it's like, nah. And we coming off a fucking a thing where niggas was wearing suits. And I really had a problem with that shit. I see different now, but I really had a problem with that.
With the suits?
Yeah. It was, you know, when Kane started doing it, it was like, well, we still fuck with you because Kane got, you know, Kane.
Well, it's
Father
Kane.
MC, a few guys. I mean,
Heavy D.
Nice and Smooth. It was a bunch of guys.
It's funny you brought up Kane because Kane was on the sex symbol shit too.
So was LL.
In my eyes, and look, in hindsight, I was wrong, but in my eyes at that era, that's when I was like, rock him the nigga. I wasn't fucking with Kane after that. It was like Rakim the nigga.
It's Hoffa, trapper turned smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.